The knowledge base of what we do in medicine needs to have advanced to the point where you understand what a cell secretes, how cells communicate, and what growth factors are, and what an exosome is, and the different types of things. The medical industry as a whole, and in particular, I think big pharma, realized very early on that cell therapy was the way the human body works, and they had to get ahead of the narrative before the science of using your cells to help you heal got kind of out of control. Okay, first of all, welcome to the Zero Downside Podcast. I'm Dr. Wade McKenna. I really want to get into the meat of this conversation today because it's one of the peptides I'm most excited about as far as what a difference it's made for me on pretty much a daily basis. Really, probably not even once a day basis. It's the peptide NAD+. NAD+ as an injectable is extremely well absorbed. It's extremely well tolerated, even in really large doses. And the potential safety and efficacy, when you compare, there's a lot of people out there now, and a lot of patients and a lot of the questions we get on people trying to replace their Adderall and their sympathomimetics with NAD+. From a medical perspective, have we seen a lot of people that have been able to do that and been extremely successful and actually feel a ton better using NAD+ for energy, mood, memory, cognitive function compared to Adderall? Yes, we have that report from patients all the time. When you talk about safety and efficacy, what do you think's safest? A sympathomimetic, methamphetamine, or NAD+, which is part of the Krebs cycle on the energy formation from a cell at the mitochondrial level for every cell in the human body. What seems safest to you? Come on. This is not even you have people trashing NAD+ while they're writing Adderall. I get it, but you want a quick, easy energy shot? If you have MTHFR, I have daughters that have the genetic discrepancy to where you can't metabolize an unmethylated B vitamin. You want a quick let's say I'll just do a 5-hour energy shot, take an energy drink. Well, cobalamin, cyanocobalamin, and all the unmethylated B vitamins in that can make you have anxiety. Like you get anxiety attacks, shortness of breath. That's probably a really bad idea. Well, NAD+ causes the side effect profile of an MTHFR patient taking an energy shot. No, it won't. Because an NAD+ shot is a small dose delivered subcutaneously. If we're treating it, oh, by the way, it helps with addiction and withdrawal and cognitive function and neuroplasticity, energy, mood, focus, memory, all enhanced in many long-term studies with NAD+. The anti-aging side of it, I won't even make all the different claims that are out there, but you should look it up. But for memory, focus, mood, cognitive function, overall increases in energy and decrease in fatigue on the recovery phase, big fan. Like if someone says, how do you use NAD? I do a shot of NAD+ first couple hours of clinic in the morning. If I'm dragging a little bit, because people that know me know that I don't eat in the middle of clinic. We just kind of go straight through until I'm done. And late afternoon, if I have a little bit of a lull, will I use a little bit of NAD+ sub-Q to get me back on point? Yeah, for sure. I think it makes a big difference in my overall mental energy, my stamina, focus, mood. it's certainly a mood elevator. And I think that if you're going to compare it to what most people are using from an energy drink standpoint, where it can make you nauseous and nervous, and especially if you're one of the 30% of women or up to 30% of women who can have a problem taking unmethylated B vitamins that are in everything that's called an energy drink, I think it's a real issue. You're going to feel way worse doing that than you are with NAD+. NAD+ is going to not only improve your mood, but for me, the best side effect profile is not about addiction or avoiding a sympathomimetic. For me, it's about how do I feel? Where my energy level at? Where's my fatigue level from the other things I have going on in the day? How does it aid in the way I handle stress? All that, because neuroplasticity and cognitive function and every cell's function at a mitochondrial level for the human body is about NAD+ and the overall manufacture of energy at a cellular level. I shouldn't have to outline that they may be important. If that's a fact, then that's a fact. If you've studied the Krebs cycle, you understand with ATP and NAD the contribution. I think it's clutch as far as a quick, easy energy source that doesn't hurt you, is not addictive. When you treat addiction with IV NAD, we're using doses. Commonly, there's doses being used in the world of 100 milligrams an hour for 8 hours a day for 5 days in a row. And when you turn it up to around 100 milligrams an hour, can you feel some chest tightness, a little anxiety? Absolutely. Is that the kind of dose we're giving sub-Q in the clinic? No. That kind of dose, you need to be hooked to a monitor. We would put IV monitoring on you. I would have you hooked. Have we done that for people? Yes. Would I monitor you and make sure that you have comfort measures taken and all? Absolutely. Is that what we're doing when we write a prescription for NAD+ for people to use and keep in their fridge for their morning energy boost, the recover from an addiction, the recover as they try to get off of other drugs that they're on? I think it's a great option for people because it's going to help you feel better, maintain your energy level, and accomplish more with more focus and more drive that's not from some medication or bottle that wasn't meant to help you or function better. And I think that's, for us, the best uses of NAD+. And so I'm a big fan of that as a compound. I think the anti-aging component is pretty significant. But for me, it's about energy, focus, mood, and I think it makes a pretty nice addition to anyone's fridge as far as what's possible in a day you don't feel great. So we'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for your kind attention. Hopefully you got what you needed on NAD+. Obviously, it's something I use pretty much on a daily basis. Overall cellular wellness, and for me, it's been a game changer. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. Click on the notification button so you know when we have new content out. You should be seeing a lot more content come out in the future as we roll out the peptide process through the clinic. And genuinely, I love you guys. Thank you so much.